Hey y'all, it's your girl Mook and I'm back with another video. This is also my first ever makeup tutorial, so if you like how my makeup looks, stay tuned so you can see how I achieve this look. We're going to just jump straight into it with a fresh face, clean face, whatever face wash you choose, that's your preference. Also, make sure you moisturize your face, okay? Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. So I'm going to just jump straight into it. This is a lip plumping lip gloss that my vendor sent to me. And y'all, I do say myself, that shit burned. It's my second time using it, but look how I'm drinking out the straw so it won't touch. So while my lips are sitting there plumping and doing what they doing, I'm going straight in with my e.l.f. Poly Grip Primer. Y'all want to make sure y'all prime your whole entire face. You might see some people do this after they do their eyebrows, but I do mine before I do my eyebrows, so I even want my eyebrows to have a good stick and stay. Your primer is what is going to make your makeup stick to your face. So even if it's sweating out, not sweating out, I'm sorry, if it's hot out and you're sweating, your makeup is not going to go nowhere. You might have to pat a little bit here and there, but that's the least of your concerns. So make sure that you get it in good. And I use one brush for this. I will insert a picture of the brush. I don't think I put it in, but yeah, I love this brush for putting on my primer. So after I get done with my e.l.f. Poly Grip Primer, I go in with my Becca primer. And I was literally using the fan to dry my lips because they was burning so bad. Not burning uncontrollably, but they were burning. So I go in with my Becca primer, and I feel like my Becca primer was like mattifying. Like it mattifies my T-zone area, if that's the right word to say. Like even if I get oily or whatever the case may be, it doesn't like come through the makeup. So this is a lip check-in, y'all, and I feel like it was working. Like my lips look kind of fat. They look a little red, a little swole, you know? And I was loving the way that they look. But enough about the lips. We're going to get straight into the eyebrows. Y'all, I am going to make this a disclaimer before we get all the way into it. Your eyebrows are sisters and not twins. If you never heard that before, you've never been in no real makeup videos. But I feel I can do one side of my eyebrows way better than the other side. Like, and you will see that in this video. Because it's like, I can get it right on one side, but the next one, I can't make it look exactly like that. And then it's also making me realize that my eyebrows are very much so uneven. And if you knew me years ago, my eyebrows are very thick. But I went and bought me a wax pot. And I feel like I just been overdoing it at this point. Because what the fuck is this? So we're just going to I use Anastasia pomade. And I use a eyeliner pencil. And I start to fill my eyebrows in. So you don't need a lot of pomade when you're doing your eyebrows, because I feel like a little bit goes a long way. But I just use it to like stroke hair like strokes for my eyebrows, and then I go in with the pencil. Why I do that, don't ask me. I just do it. It works for me, and that I like how my eyebrows look sometimes. I do not like how my eyebrows look all the time, like when I do my makeup. But I feel like my face be cute, so my eyebrows really are the less, like, nobody's really looking at my eyebrows, you know. But you do want your eyebrows to be cute, and I can't wait till I master it, because it's just something that I really want to look, you know how they have their eyebrows and they look highlighted. I try to do that. I don't know if I need to go back in and highlight them or not, but I need to figure it out because I like the way they look and I don't know how to do it on myself. And this was also the moment of like truth, because it's like this I realized like I'm not gonna like my eyebrows, and I feel like not liking my eyebrows will make me not like my whole makeup look, you know. But I feel like you have to just trial and error, take your time. You have to do what works for you, what you like for your makeup. And honestly, I feel like you can go to 50 makeup artists, but you're going to do your makeup the best because you know what you want to look like. You know your face better than anybody else. Another lip check-in with my boo on the phone. And he was like, oh, your lips look so cute. Do they? Look a little juicy. Okay, and here we're going to just jump to the next step, which is concealing your eyebrows. I feel like I have to conceal my eyebrows to make them look how I want them to look, because I conceal them and then go back in. So I'm taking my e.l.f. concealer, I think in the shade either olive or medium sand, but I use them both. And you are going to basically just outline everything that you just did with your eye pencil and your pomade. It's okay if you mess up a little bit because it's concealer. Like, this is what you are using to fix your mistakes, if that makes sense. So you're just going ahead, and I just literally just try to like draw a line and then go ahead and fill the rest of it in, above it and under it. Now that you have your concealer under your eye, I've mixed my concealer with a little drop of my foundation, which is Juvia's Place Gabon. I think 300, the number 300. And I make it a little darker on the top of my eyebrow to try to give it that highlight effect on the bottom. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but it works for me. If you can give me any pointers or tips, please drop them in the comments below, because yeah, we're gonna get this together. We're gonna do makeup videos every week until my makeup looks exactly how I want it to look. Deal? Deal. So we're just, and also I'm trying to like ease back into YouTube is not that easy to do with all this editing and filming. I'm just lazy now, y'all know, if y'all been here since the beginning of the time after my brother died, I just got completely lazy, like out of control lazy. But yeah, so you're gonna make everything connect, even if you have to like close off the end of it. You just want to make, you just basically perfecting your eye, perfecting the line, perfecting the the turn. And I felt like I made that face because it's hard doing your left eye with your right hand, if that makes sense. I think that's right. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So just make sure that I have enough concealer on my brush so that I don't have to keep going back and forth, and enough so that it's actually concealing everything that I need to conceal. And some concealers dry faster than the other ones. I don't think this is a very fast drying one, but you should kind of move in an efficient time matter, or you're gonna have to do a lot of blending. And you know I'm in love because I'm just sitting here laughing and I don't even know what I'm laughing at. But yeah, so this is my favorite eyebrow. My left eyebrow is always the best because it's thicker than my right side, and I just feel like this part is the most important part because it's your eyebrows. Like, your eyebrows almost kind of make your face, you know. And I feel also I'm gonna fix my right eyebrow, but I only could fix it so much because I didn't want to look crazy, and you still want your eyebrows to look very much presentable, and it will throw your whole face off. Just throw everything off. And just look at it, like my left eyebrow is coming together so much better than the right eyebrow is. Like, that's how I want my eyebrows to look all the time, but I can't get my eyebrows to look the same all of the time. I don't know. So that's me just checking in. Now you see how I'm moving that side and it's moving. This side is a little more stiff because it's drying. So that's what goes along with what I said. You don't have to work fast, but you're gonna have to do more blending when it comes down to the blending. Now I'm going to take my Real Technique brush and I'm going to take my setting powder. Yes, I said setting powder. And I sprayed it on my brush before I began to blend my eyebrows. Just because I just want everything to set in nice. The more you set, the better your makeup finish will be. And you see, just blending, blending, blending. I'm going to speed it up because you are literally just blending out the harsh lines. Just blend it all the way down. I also, yes, I blend the bottom line onto the top of my eyelids. I don't wear eyeshadow, but I do wear a little eyeshadow, like just a neutral after tone. And now that that's done, I am checking in again. And now I'm going to go in and try to fix my right eyebrow. Well, my right, your left. And I'm just going to try to make it a little bit thicker because this eyebrow is just way too thin for me. That's how I know that I wax my eyebrows too much. I haven't waxed them in a minute, but yes, I waxed them too much. And you're just going to go in. You can use your brow pomade or you can use your eye pencil, whichever is easier for you or whichever look that you like the most. And just go in and just make it, I don't want to say taller or thicker or wider, whatever you choose to say. But yeah, like, you have to literally play around with it. Like, I have to do this after. This is what I say, like, I have to put my concealer on to fix my eyebrow. And it's kind of giving thicker. It's not as thick as the other one, but it is thicker. It's more appealing than it was at first. So when you're done playing with your eyebrows, you're just going to take your foundation brush and whatever foundation you choose. This is still Juvia's Place Gabon 300. And I am just taking it and I'm going to put it on my face. But also, before I finish, the same brush that I used for my concealer, I went in and concealed like my dark spots. And like I was picking my face because I was in Alabama heat for a whole almost 2 weeks. And my face started peeling. So I had to conceal that so that you couldn't see it through my makeup. Some people use like the undertone, the red, the white, the orange, all that. I just go in with the same concealer that I was using for my eyebrows or whatever the case may be. You can really use any concealer for that because it's going under your foundation and you're not going to be able to see it anyway. It's going to have whatever, hyperpigmentation that you have. And before I go ahead and blend out my foundation, I also spray it with a mattifying setting spray. That was, I think NYX or Kiss or whatever. It was from the beauty supply. But I do like Urban Decay matte setting spray and the black one. I don't remember what it's called, but the black one and the purple one. I will upload a picture of it so you can see what it looks like. And when I am blending my face, I learned to pat and not swipe. I used to literally paint on my face, like, just smear it in, smear it and smear it. But I always see, makeup artists and doing tutorials where they're patting into their face, like sinking it into their skin. And also, depending on what kind of shirt I would have on for the day, I would kind of put makeup on my neck, but not really too much because I don't really feel like I need that necessarily. But sometimes it may be needed, but I didn't use it this day. If you choose to do that, that's your preference, but go for it. And when I am doing my own foundation, yes, you're going to see me go over my eyelids, which I like because when I put the eyeshadow on, you can't really tell I got on eyeshadow because it's foundation there as well, So just blend, 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 pat, pat, pat. And y'all, I had to dance to this because this is my song. Like, Chris Brown, he don't do no wrong in my eyes. Like, I'm not like, oh, I would, SCX Chris Brown, nothing like that. But I do love him as an artist. Like, I grew up with him. Like, he is literally part of my childhood. And yes, I will be at the Breezy Ball. Probably cry my little chest out. I love Chris Brown though. Like, he don't do no wrong in my eyes. I'm sorry. So, no Chris Brown slander on my video. Thank you. Now it's time to conceal again, and I'm using e.l.f. again. This is, I want to say, either medium sand or olive. I use those two as my main concealers, so if it ain't one, it's the other. Okay, so you're just gonna take your concealer, and I just paint mine on with the brush because what I look like taking it out, putting it on a palette, getting a brush, then it's the same shit. So I just put it right on with the brush, apply it on your T-zone areas, which is under your eyes, the bridge of your nose, your forehead, top of your lip, and under your lip. That's it. That's all I do. If you decide to conceal more than that, that's on you. Some people conceal around their lips and some people conceal around their nose, like specifically around their nose, but I don't. And before I pat out my concealer, I let it dry, maybe for about like 30-45 seconds, not a whole minute, because you don't want it to be completely stubborn when you're fanning it out. But when you're blending it, I start from the bottom and blend it outward. As you can see in the video, you're going to start from the back of the concealer and blend it. And y'all, make sure y'all blend it. No harsh lines. Like, blend it as much as you can. And you can see the difference between everything as I'm going along. So you see, right, the concealed side and not. And now that I'm mostly done concealing, I take my foundation brush again, and if I feel like I concealed outside of a zone that I did not want to, I just go ahead and use my foundation brush again and just fix, just small errors. Everything is just trial and error. Then I'm going to go in again with my e.l.f. This has to be, yeah, this is medium sand. So at first it was olive. This is medium sand, and I like the brighter under eye look. So I go like maybe like 2 or 3 shades lighter than me, and I just use a dot of it. You don't need a whole line or strip of it, or else your face is going to be completely white. I don't think you want that. If you do like that look, go for it. And I am using a small Power Puff. I got these off Shein. I ordered a bag of them. They think like 100 of them in a bag. They got like finger puffers, all type of stuff that you can do to get in the creases and crevices of your makeup. So whatever you need to do that, make sure that you do it, okay? So next we are going in with your Laura Mercier. So I am going to try to slow down and actually explain this part, because this was the hardest part for me to understand. Y'all, wherever you use a liquid or cream, anything that's not a powder, you have to go over it with a powder. So you see that it was concealer here first, which is like a liquid. You're going to go over it with the powder to set in the liquid, so that when you start to sweat or whatever the case may be, it doesn't come through. That was one of the hardest things that I had to learn, because I'm like, I don't need all that. Yeah, you do. If you're going to put on your makeup and you're not going to do it right, just don't wear it. Like, I conceal that, but this is more so for contour on under my cheekbone, like my chin right there. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I like to do that because I like the chisel that it gives my face. So wherever you put your concealer, whether it's your neck, your head, your nose, your ears, put the pressed powder on top of it. This is actually setting powder, and this is translucent. This is Laura Mercier translucent. And I also have both of them translucent, but the other one is literally like white. And I only use it sometimes because it will make you so bright. So you just go for it. And everything, even when I start to do my contour, all of that will have powder on it as well. So I'm going in with my cream contour by Fenty. And I am using another Real Technique brush, y'all. And this was another thing that I had to learn. This is why I feel like makeups take time to learn, because it's so many trial and errors. I used to hate contouring my face. And then when I had bought my first palette, like my first little makeup, samples and stuff, I had a powder contour, and I just feel like it just used to leave such heavy, harsh lines, or it was too dark or whatever. So this actually works for me. I've had this palette maybe about 2 years, but I also don't wear makeup every day. I think that it would be gone if I did. But you can kind of see, like, it makes your face bring back definition. Like, my face not flat as hell. Like, you see one person with makeup on, their whole face just look like foundation. That is not what you want your face to look like. So it's like videos that I've looked at, tutorials that I watched to watch people contour your face, and I feel like every face shape has a different contour method. So you can probably like go on TikTok or something like that and look up your face shape and look up your contour method, or just trial and error to see what you like. Like, yes, it look kind of harsh now, but when I get done with it, it's not going to look harsh at all. I just do that to basically know what I'm contouring and how I want it to look. And the more you contour your nose, the more chisel your nose will look. You can make your forehead look smaller. You can make your cheekbones appear to be higher. That's all what the contour is about. The contour, I feel like, makes the whole face of the makeup. Literally. Like, you can make your head look like a pear and it's an apple. Just stick with me. Now I'm going to take my Real Technique brush. Don't ask me what brush this is, because I like to use the brushes that I like to use for what I want them to use for. So I am basically just like blending out the harsh lines, and you can see, like, you can't really tell. I wanted to know what was put on first, either the contour or the setting powder. So just go ahead and just blend. You can blend in circular motions, or you can just pat it until it's blended how you like it. There is no right or wrong way to doing your makeup when doing your makeup. This is just how I do my makeup. Now, after you get your contour to your liking, I am going to use a bronzer. This is also Juvia's Place in dark. And this just brings like warmth to your face. Like it looked like you outside on a beach, on a boat, you know, and that sun-kissed, you know, like that sun-kissed looking warm look to your face. Like you want that. Y'all do not want your face to look flat. Some people don't use bronzer. Some people just use what the hell do you call it? Blush. I don't like blush because I feel like it be too rosy. Even though you can find one that you might like an orange one, or mix them. I have blush. I'd rather use the bronzer, especially because it's powder already as it is, and it's just basically like setting in my contour cream. If that makes sense. Remember I told y'all cream, powder, cream, powder. And if I use my blush, it's cream on top of cream, and I'm still gonna have to go in and bronze it if I ask myself. One of my favorite steps to the makeup routine is when you get to use the powders. So these is I think a 30, a 35, and a 40 from Fit Me Maybelline. I got it from Walgreens. And you just take the powder and you just go over your whole face. Like I use the 35 for the majority of my face. So where you put your setting powder, like your white powder to set under your concealer, that is where you are going to use your 35, because it's going to make the whiteness or the brightness of the powder, the setting powder, go away. You don't want to be able to record yourself and it give you flashback. Like you can actually tell what was put there. So you're going to just take your powders, like just your skin tone powders, and put them in. Your darker powder, like my 40, I put the 40 while I put the bronzer in the contour. If that makes sense. Because the contour is the darker, so you're going to use the darker powder on top of the contour cream. I hope y'all got that. Whatever questions y'all have, if y'all have any questions or whatever y'all want me to elaborate on, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try to answer it the best way I know how. Even if I have to make a video about it, I will do so. And now that I've used the Dutch brush to blend the rest of my face, I'm going to take the puffer, the small puffer, and I'm going to use the same 35 or 40 powder, whichever you choose, to blend my nose, my eyebrows, you know, like just fix your face. At this point, you're just touching up the little things that you do see. You're going to go back in with your old brushes if need be, or fix whatever you can before you put your setting spray on. Only thing is, I'm not adding any more cream. After you use all your powder, you don't want to add cream. And I have used the black Urban Decay and the purple. I like the purple better because I like my face to look dry because I have oily skin. But I've been using the black one because I ran out the purple one. Don't eat me up. But yeah, and I just take it and I spray it on another puff powder, a puffer, whatever you want to call it. And I just go in like under my eyes to make sure they're set, and above my eyes to make sure that's set also. And when you're spraying it, don't drench it. Just lightly spray the puffer. So I'm going to just take the brown. I only use like 3 colors out of my eyeshadow palette because I don't know how to do eyeshadow. One day I might learn, but I just like natural looking makeup. I don't like all the dramatic shit. So maybe one day I might get into it. Maybe like gender reveal or something like that. A pink eye, purple eye, blue eye. You know, whatever the case may be. But now I'm not into that. Like, I just like simple things. Like, I don't want my face to walk around looking dramatic every time I put my makeup on. But I do want to get into it. So I might, have to spice up my YouTube channel and, trial and error some eyeshadow one day. I don't know. Send me some looks. Send me some ideas. Some tutorials or something to follow. Because, yeah, I don't mind sitting here learning new things. And y'all, I'm sorry, but I can't give you too many pointers on your eyeshadow because I just do my best. So just go for it and do your best. So now I am going in with my eye work, and I am using, what is it called, NK from the beauty supply. I literally paid maybe $1 or $2 for this eyeliner. And make sure y'all sharpen them. I sharpen mine and then I press it on like a piece of tissue or something because I don't want it to be too sharp, and I like it to, you know, have like a little, you know, flatness to it so that it can get my whole eye really good, if that makes sense. I should have took a video of that and inserted it, but I did not because I didn't think I needed to explain it. But yeah, and I do put eyeliner on the top of my eye. I don't know, I like to look like a cat, if that makes sense, but without the wing. You know, the cat eye wing. I just like dark eyes. Not super dark. In high school, not high school, grade school, like 6th, 7th grade, when I first started wearing mascara and eyeliner, y'all used to put that shit on so dark. I used to look gothic. Okay? Don't do that. Please don't do that. Unless that's the look that you're going for, go for it. And a little tip, make sure you use your puffer on your hand so that you won't like crease your makeup or dent your makeup or accidentally wipe it off a little bit. Yeah. Actually, that's a chef kiss because I've used to mess my makeup up all the time trying to do my mascara and my eyeliner after I just did all that hard work. Okay, so now let's get to my second favorite part. You're just going to take a makeup wipe and wipe off whatever you have on your lips, whether it's plumper, Carmex, lip gloss, whatever it is. And before I do my lips, I like to make sure that my face is basically like at the end, like just fully put together. So I go to Walgreens or something. If I don't do clusters, usually I do clusters. I take, you know, they have the eyelashes in the box that come with like 5 different pair, but they be kind of thin. I just take the thin ones with a lot of them in there and I just stack them on top of each other. Like just stack them and stack them and stack them until I like the look. This might not work for everybody, but it works for me, and I will show y'all how the lashes look when I put them on. They look full. Like, I'm a full look kind of girl. Like, I like full bundles, full lashes, full hair, full everything. Everything has to be full. Now that we are going to do the lips, we are going in with, this is That Girl lip liner from my lip line, which is deluxebeautyparlor.co is where you can shop at, but it's called Deluxe Collection Cosmetics. So I'm just going in with That Girl. That is my darkest lip liner that I have, I think in the shade number 4, if I'm not mistaken. And you are just going to go ahead and line your lips to your liking. Like, I don't overline my lips all the time, but I do line them. I just feel like any lining is overlining because it just gives you a bigger lip illusion. Especially with it having the plumper on, it just makes it look even more full, you know? And I feel like people pay to have lips that look like mine. Yes, because they're very cute. And I also use my lip liner with a little definition. Like, I go in my corners, and I also like kind of like bring it into the middle of my lip, what you will see me do, because I feel like when you just put the lip liner around your lips, it just don't give to me. Like, it just don't give. Like, I have to use a little of my corner or whatever the case may be. But it all depends on also the look that you're going for. So I'm going to take my Mocha Kiss, and I'm also going to put that right on the liner, because you want it to blend. You don't want to see the line. I hate seeing the harsh lines. So next, after I go in with my Mocha, I go in with my Barely Blush, which is like a lighter pink shade that gives it that ombre effect that you want. I don't like when my lips just look one color. And then I went in with a third color because it wasn't giving the ombre that I wanted it to, which is also from my cousin lip collection, Sadidi Skin, I think is what it's called. And her pink is more pink, like a more of a Barbie pink. Mine's more of a subtle pink. Hers is like a Barbie pink, and it gave me exactly what I was looking for. And on top of all that, I just went in with my Luxe, Pure Luxe Clear Gloss, and it just gives you chef kiss at the end. Just brings it all together. What is a lip combo without a clear gloss? And y'all can go shop your own gloss, your own combo, create your own combo for $25 on my site, which is www.deluxebp.co. And let me know how y'all like it. Like, I haven't heard one bad review about my lip gloss yet. And I don't do my makeup with my nose ring in because I'm afraid that makeup gets in it when you can't wipe it off. If I use a makeup wipe to wipe the makeup off, it's just gonna mess it up. Now I'm just gonna do my hair, and y'all could just watch and leave me reviews in the bottom. And if you decided to follow my routine, or if you decide to go get some of the products that I use, or whatever the case may be, and you do your makeup, please make sure that y'all tag me so that I can see. I would love to see. Now, thank y'all for coming to my channel, and make sure that y'all follow me on all social media platforms. TikTok is nailfanatic1, Instagram is _nailfanatic, and I will see y'all on the next video.